Hi guys, this is Ed. I'm the photographer and owner of Zorz Studios, which is a photography studio based in Manhattan. So how did Zoho Campaigns help my business? First of all, I'm a Zoho One user, so integration with Zoho CRM and Zoho Campaigns give me that comprehensive look at everything and all the components, and when I look at a contact, I immediately see her or his interaction with me by campaigns, as well as so many other things. It's a true blessing, and this was something that ultimately brought me to Zoho, because I wanted to have as many things integrated tightly as possible. Another thing that I like using with Zoho as beneficial to my business is automation workflows of my contact forms. Other one, I would say, contact scoring. Zoho Campaigns gives me the ability to customize how I want to score the contacts based on their interaction, based on their clicks, openings, and some other criteria, which helps me later target certain emails to people, let's say, who are more involved, or the opposite, who are less involved and need a little maybe a reminder from me. Now, another thing could be, oh yes, an increased reach via chain campaigns. So the features of Zoho Campaigns that I like and use the most. I mentioned one already, that is integration with CRM. So I'll skip that one. But another one that is seemingly small, but it saves me so much time, and I used to, with the previous email marketing platform, which had no CRM attached to it. It was a standalone platform. I had to manually import new contacts before each campaign. I would need to manually bring them in, and not only that, but also kind of sift through them and delete some of them. So I need to clean it up first, and then dealing with several such sources, 3 or 4, but still each needed some time. That cleanup effort was taking me several hours before each new campaign. Now, with integration with CRM, I set up all the automation rules in CRM, which would later feed Zoho Campaigns. So I did it so that only certain contacts go to Zoho Campaigns. So in other words, this is, and since everything is automated when it comes to my CRM from different sources, after spending some time fine-tuning all those tags, I now in full control of what goes to which distribution list. It helps me a lot. So I don't really have to. Sometimes I do still take a look at a distribution list, mailing list, just to make sure, because I was used to do it for years before. But I find it pretty clean and ready to go before each campaign. So I think much less about that. That is a big thing. Another thing is, of course, speaking of composing the emails, I like the use of design blocks. When you compose a message, you can move your blocks, your images, text. You can move them around, rearrange them. I enjoy doing that. Of course, then I'll see an email preview before I send it. I can test it. And scoring. I mentioned scoring before, which would give me assign scores to my recipients based on their activity, integration, and I can customize it. I make things that are more important to me, assign higher scores to them. So that customization, I didn't see with my previous email marketing platform. So I can decide how I want to, who is more important for me in terms of marketing, which contacts would get higher scores than the others. I do that. And lastly, A/B testing. This is what I use on occasion as well. Uh, um, these are this is what I like. This is what I really like about Zoho Campaigns. And finally, as far as advices for my fellow email marketers, I have a couple. First of all, is to do something that I was not doing before, and I found that there's so much benefit in this, and that is chain campaigns. I I cannot believe why I didn't use it for years before switching to Zoho Campaigns. It was always apparent to me that when I send an email, and I used to send it once only, I saw kind of, and I was looking at the open rate, and of course I know some of it goes to spam, others emails are simply overlooked or just left for later, and then people would forget to open them. But most of the time they would just be buried in a group of other emails. So what I was realizing that, oh, I wish, I was telling myself, I wish those who didn't see those emails could have could have that chance to look at them again. And this is what Zoho Campaigns does with the chain campaigns. So it's simply you simply press the follow-up button on the already sent campaign, and it will you can copy the same, you can use the very same email, or you can modify it. But the beauty is that you can send it just to those people who did not open an email, and then and you can do it twice even, or 3 times, and then you can look at the overall statistics, overall report that combines all this, and you will know that from these 2 or 3 campaigns, this number of people opened an email, and of course the numbers are higher. I was just so excited to see finally that more people started to open my emails. A wedding, or a commercial, fashion, photography. So each of those templates, specific templates, have slightly different language, different links to different samples. Images that are embedded in that email are also different, pertaining to this type of shoot. So a person who would send me that, fill out the contact form, would very quickly receive a very clean, nicely put email with pretty much all the information that is initially needed to learn more about me, including links to my website. This is awesome, and I don't have to be near the computer to do it. Later on, when I see the form coming into my email and I see that they asked about something very specific, which that automated email would not address, I would follow up manually, of course, too. But another cool thing about automation that I also set up kind of 3 stages. If the person does not respond to that automatic email, a second email would trigger automatically. I think about 5 days afterward, kind of reminding. So the language would change, it will be shorter, just as a friendly reminder. Oh guys, in case you didn't see my response, here's what I wrote about. Why also in the original email I offer them kind of a act quickly discount that they would receive if they get in touch with me, if they follow up quickly. So that reminder email reminds about that discount, which is expiring. It's only set for a number of days. And then if the person still does not respond, a third and final, I don't want to bother them too much, but a final email also is sent out saying that something along the lines that sorry that we didn't hear from you, unless there is no interest, but just as a courtesy, here's the final reminder. We'll stop bothering with you with this, but if at any point you still want to get back to us, here's our contact information, something like that. So I'm trying to have it a little more kind of conversational, with the help of automation. So this is all done automatically. Like I said, it took some time, and I came up. There is a visual tool that you set up with all those conditions and blocks, action blocks, templates. It's really cool. I posted my what do you call it? Not scheme, but well, a picture, a visual representation of that workflow in Zoho forums. It looks complicated, but it attends to so many variations, so it has to be kind of complex. And the final fifth or fourth advice that I kind of encountered that problem, so I'm learning to do it, is to avoid spam triggers in the email. So I went through some websites that advise against certain words. I find it impossible not to include them, because we want to inform, especially as a business that sells something, offers something. You cannot avoid words like buy, order, but still, maybe it made me think maybe I could find some synonyms, or somehow water down my my language and make it a little less pushy, less selling. And some of the words that I wrote them down, like sale, buy, do it today, do not delay, get it now, offer expires, this won't last, best price, free gift, or anything free, anything appears to be a good spam trigger. Dear friend, this was a kind of an eye-opener for me. In many places, dear friend addressing to a person as dear, and then or a name. Zoho CRM does, or Campaigns can pull the name, but I understand that this is something that may trigger a spam flag. So some other ways of addressing. And as well as some writing in the email that this is not a spam, or even mentioning the word spam is definitely not recommended. Satisfaction guaranteed, what are you waiting for, compare rates, all of those trigger words, avoid them. And this is my final advice. Thank you very much for your attention, and Zoho Campaigns, thank you very much for offering your cool services and features to me. Very look forward to spending years with you.